Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Susan Smith got a lot of nerve, y'all. She really, truly does. She is trying to tell her ex husband not to oppose her so that she can get out on parole. And of course, he's going to oppose her. And I don't blame this man. How do you forgive someone that took the life of your two children? A woman that was a mother that's supposed to love and nurture her children, she put her children to death. And the fake black carjacker, the picture I will forever put up in Susan Smith's face. She tried to cook up some fake black man up in her head as an alibi to make everybody believe this black man just came out of nowhere and carjacked her in the middle of, in broad daylight and took two white children. And come to find out it was all a lie. So her ex already said he was going to, he was going to oppose her release. Now, part of the condition of Susan Smith getting out of jail, somebody in her family must take her in. And nobody is stepping up for her. And I don't blame them. Who the hell wants a murderer under their roof? I don't blame anybody for leaving her right there in jail where she belongs. This woman should never be free. She's a killer. For real. That's what she is. And who's going to bring this woman under their roof around the family? Here in America, they don't reform people. People just get thrown in there. You're made to do that prison work, and then you get out of there. There is no reforming at all. And this woman didn't get any more reforming than the next guy that's sitting in prison. But I don't blame her ex husband. She took away his two sons that he never can get back. And why should she come out here and hook up with somebody and go on with life like she's done nothing? That is the biggest problem in this society. No, there's no pretending like this did not happen. It did happen. It's hard to believe it's been 30 years, y'all. She's been in there for 30 years and she's now eligible for parole. But yeah, her family already said they're not bringing her in their homes. And I mean, who can blame them for that? I wouldn't. So that's why she's been on the phone with all these sugar daddies, and she's having phone X with them and trying to get one of them to, love her enough to come up there and get her. I don't think that's going too well because you look, there's nothing. She is getting one of them to come up and get her out. But she's playing a bunch of men right now. I don't know what men would want to. I guess I don't know. Who knows and who cares? But as the story goes, ladies and gentlemen, Susan Smith is begging the father of her children that she unalive not to oppose her parole this year. And of course, he said he is. So his name is David Smith, which I remember from back in the day. She was asking him not to oppose her because she wants her freedom. But family members tell that he will 100% oppose her release from prison. He has every right to stand in her way. And that's exactly what he is about to do. This is what one of Susan Smith's relatives said. She killed his children, causing him a lifetime of heartache. If she think he's going to just stand by while she tries to get out, she's even more delusional than we thought. Right. So if nobody steps up for her, she's pretty much stuck in there, y'all. And I think that should happen. Let her rot out the rest of her life in there. And I mean, who's going to miss her? Seriously, who's going to miss this woman? According to a spokesman for South Carolina Department of Probation, Parole, and Pardons, parole seekers can file a notice that they are seeking early release. At that point, the state notifies the victim's family and they have the right to weigh in on the decision. David Smith lost 3-year-old Michael and 14-month-old Alexander when his then wife, Susan Smith, drove them both into a lake while they were strapped in their car seats in 1994. She has been incarcerated at uh, Leith Correctional Institution in Greenwood, South Carolina, for more than 2 decades after the notorious, unaliving of her two sons. She's up for parole this year. I believe it's November. She is set to be paroled, but there are, like I said, there are strings attached to her parole. And right now, she knows that if her family don't step up and he comes and oppose her, she's stuck in there. And look, who deserves it more than she does? So she is begging him and he is ignoring her. And I don't blame him. There's no coming back from taking your own children out because you were with some wealthy guy and he didn't want children. So instead of just breaking it off and thinking, okay, this might not be the right man for me, instead of doing that, she tried she tried to appease this guy by taking out her own children. Why not just find a man that will accept your children? Why try to get with a man that made it very clear he did not want children? That right there should have just said, you know what? I'm just going to leave him alone because I got children and I don't want them mistreated because this man don't want children. Most adults would have done that, but not Susan Smith. Not her. So let her butt sit in there and rot, as far as I'm concerned. So they said her parole hearing is scheduled for November 4th. That's when she will go before the parole board. And David said he is showing up to give his input on that very day. So I'm sure we'll be seeing in the news around that time how she got rejected for parole because ultimately that's going to happen if nobody stands up for her. But that's exactly what's going to happen. She's going to be stuck in there no matter how you look at it. But please, y'all, tell me what you think about this story in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.